So hello everyone, I'm Myla Maniig, and for today's video, we are going to discuss about how to use WEKA. So first, of course, to use WEKA, we need a data set. And our data set will be coming from a research paper by Dr. Edwin Arboleda. So first, let's see the paper. So we will be going to for the research paper that we will be using, you can go to Google Scholar. The research papers of Dr. Edwin Arboleta are also there, but now we are using ResearchGate, and we will be using here. So the paper that we will be using is Classification of Coffee Bean Species Using Image Processing, Artificial Neural Network, and K-nearest neighbor. So we will download this, and then we will open the file. Here's the file. We'll open it, and here. Classification of coffee bean species using image processing, artificial neural network, and K-nearest neighbors. So this is a research paper of Dr. Edwin Arboleda. So in this paper, he uses 80 samples of Robusta, 80 samples of Robusta, 80 samples of Excelsa, and 80 samples of Liberica. But only 60 samples were used for the training, and the 20 other samples were used for testing. So we all know that research means to search again. So we will be doing this research paper again, but now with the use of WEKA, because we will try to classify the coffee bean species using WEKA. But first, and the data set of this paper was already extracted using image processing, artificial neural network, and K-nearest neighbors. So let's start. Since the dataset is in Excel, we will convert it. So here is the dataset. 80 samples of Robusta, 80 samples of Excelsa, and 80 samples of Liberica. First, we have to convert it into a CVS file. So for us to convert it, we have to click Save As. Click Save As and save our work. So we will change the file type to CSV. Let's CSV. So let's save this and close this Excel file. Let's close this and let's go to WEKA. So here in WEKA, this program is from the University of Waikato. And the only applicable file type here is the ARFF. So since our dataset is an CSV file, we will convert it into ARFF. So for us to convert it, we will click this tool and this ARFF viewer. We will open let's look for the file. Research dataset CSV. Let's click this and open. So here is the dataset, the CSV dataset, and we will save this as ARFF. So let's ARFF save. After we save that, we'll post this one. Yes. And we will be going to Explorer. You just have to click the Explorer. So, after we click the Explorer, we have to click Open File and look for our dataset. Let's click it and click Open. So, here we already opened our dataset, and we have 5 here: classification, area, perimeter, equivalent, roundness, and class. So if you want to visualize this, you just have to click Visualize All, and it will appear here. Yes, area, perimeter, equivalent, roundness, class. So let's start to classify. So here the first thing we will do is to change the cross-validation folds into 4, because we have 80 samples, so 80 divided by 4 is 20, and that means we will use 60 samples for training and 20 samples for testing. So after we change that, we will choose here the classifiers. We'll choose a classifier. You can choose from any of these. There are many classifiers here. So let's start. First, let's try this bias net. Let's click that, and let's click Start. So here in BiasNet, we have 91.7695% correct classified instances. We have 91.7695%, which is high. So let's try another one. Naive bias. So let's start again. So here it is the percentage is higher than the previous one, which is 92.5926, and the taken time to build model is 0.01 second. Well, the previous one is 0.14 seconds. So the time taken to build model is important to know, because if two classifiers have the same percentage, or has the highest percentage, you will base it on the seconds, on the time. The faster, the better. So let's try another one. Let's try logistics. Let's click logistic and let's start. Logistic. So in logistic, it is 81.4815. So it is lower than the previous one. Let's choose another. Simple logistics. Let's start. So here we have 93.4156. I believe it is the highest. Yes, it is the highest among the ones that we have tried. 93.4156. Let's try another one. Let's use K-star. Let's start. It is 90.9465%. So if you want to try this, you have to choose a classifier and just choose any classifiers. You can try all of this to know who has the highest percentage. So among the classifiers that we have tried, the simple logistic classifier has the highest percentage. So if you want to know who in these classifiers has the highest percentage, you can try all of this. It's just the same process. You have to click it. You have to click the classifiers that you have chosen and click start. And so on and so forth. So that is how you use WEKA. Thank you for watching.